today. Please join me in warmly welcoming Mr. Sandesh Agarwal. Before we begin, here are some important announcements. Everyone's mic will be muted during the entire session to avoid any background noise or disturbance. And the attendance form and feedback form will be shared in the chat box at 3:45. So kindly make sure to fill them on time. If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat box. We will take them up at the end. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, then thanks everyone, and hope you all are aware what this session is all about. It's more of IPR basics and how and why IPR is important for all of you to know what it is and how to think about it. Within IPR, there are multiple particulars. Something like anything that is coming from your mind is important and needs to be secured by one or the other way. And the only option that we have as of today in the entire world with reference to anything that comes to your mind and getting it secured in a manner that no one in future shall copy what you have thought of or what you have created and something that has come up with your own mind. With this in consideration, there comes intellectual property law, and that law is specific to countries only. So, what all you have created through your mind, have developed, or have come up with needs to be secured through an IPR route, and that too within the specific countries wherein you want its protection. You can apply for multiple countries, but it's important to have it secured within the country where you are residing because chances of it being getting copied or it being utilized in the country where you're working is at most importance, and chances of it are really high. And within IPR, there are things like patents, trademark, copyright, geographical indications, integrated circuits, and designs, to name a few. And patent is for something that is there and with us for almost, say, a duration of 20 years and is being given for the functionality or the working that you're proposing or have come up with for any of a device. It could also be for the processes for manufacturing or developing any of a particular, and could also relate to a specific mixture or a composition that you have developed could enhance the properties of some anything with reference to humans or with reference to manufacturing of something. So, is my slides visible to people or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Is this visible? Okay.
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. All right. So now. Um, within IPR, as any of a product that you people may be saying uh, has something very specific to its design, its working, and a placement of some of the specific components like mic or other steps. And then the other thing that is like the way it functions, the kind of material that it has, and it could also be with reference to switch to these. Say, for example, if you are looking at a mobile phone, so within that particular mobile phone, the way it is contoured is something that is secured via design. When you look at the place where and how its camera is positioned, that also comes under design. The placement of mic or earphones heads and the placement of even front camera or the way notches is present or not present on the edges if the screen is visible or not, or else the place wherein the logos are being placed, that all is important and is important for the reason that
Excuse me,
uh,
sir.
yes,
Your slides are still.
okay, just a minute. Is it? No. Uh, has the page flipped or not yet?
No, sir.
Yeah. I'm reconnecting the slide. Yes. And for some reason, the slide seems to be freezed and it's not moving at my end as well. I'm not sure if I've shared it the correct way or not. I think I shall go without slides. That will make more sense because this is for some reason not so professional.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. Good. Within any of the product that you see, likewise, say a mobile phone or a TV or a fridge or a refrigerator or a chair or something, you see that different brands have got different things within it, and though they look similar, but still there are changes in it when you compare it thoroughly with one company's product to another company's product. And the reason for it is that nobody wants to get into legal suit when it comes to uh, being getting blamed for copying one's idea into their own product. And this becomes more important for people who are into working into software field because there are times wherein a project or a task is being assigned to people who are into developing codes or into developing apps or something similar. And while doing that exercise, they copy or uh, use some of the codes that are already there for one or the other task. And it is something like there are places wherein it says it is free to use, and there are places where it says that you need to pay for it or take permissions prior to its usage. Uh, but those places, if it's not very clear to a person or anyone else as well that the codes that are being put in over there were being put by the actual owners of those codes. It could be like somebody else has copied and have put it over there for the general public's use, but labeled it as free for use. So those areas wherein copying of software codes seems legitimate are still not legitimate and can create trouble for you in future. So while doing this exercise of copying of any code, one has to make sure that you're copying it from the right place, if at all you're copying, or else then you can create it on your own, which could be a much better option. When coming to the way the app entirely looks is something that uh, can be secured by copyright, and the way the codes are being aligned as on one after another, there are n number of lines into it. So entire code is something that could be secured through copyright route. And it means that the substantial part within the code that gives it the specific functionality that you have created in it is something shall, if at all is being copied by someone else, that could easily be tracked. And with that tracking, you could sue them if at all you find somebody else copying it. Apart from these, say, patent and copyright, another thing that is of importance is trademark. And within trademark, what is importance is something that is being given for the name by which the business is trading. That name could be coming from uh, any person's name, or it could be from the functionality that the company is operating into, or it could be from the product itself, like say, for example, a rail neer, which is a packaged drinking water. And neer itself means water. So they have put in water within the trademark name. And when it comes to other companies, say for example, Bisleri or Aquafina or even Calvin, so these names are something that they have tried to put in a manner that uh, a part of water is there, but not everybody could associate that yes, it is related to a water selling company. Then there are other companies like say mobile phones, be it say Nokia or Apple or Samsung. All the names are not at all something that could give you a hint that it relates to a mobile phone based company, or mobile phone selling companies. So they have named themselves very differently in context to what they are operating into. And since they don't want anybody else to copy their name and use it for selling their goods, they need to protect it. They need to protect the names for which they will be operating any business in any country. And the only route that is available for it is to get their names trademarked so that it is freezed in a manner that only they are the legitimate user for it. And almost all big companies does use it, and a few may not be, who are not knowing it, may not be using it. And some people just give it a chance that yes, we will see it in future rather than taking a call on it today whether to protect it or not. With this, as any of a product, specifically say mobile phone or any cloud connected device, has got multiple functionalities within it, with reference to different sensors that are there, with reference to different softwares that are there, and the way it is being packaged. All those softwares and all those functionalities that are there to enable it function in a specific manner that you are seeing it, the way the user interacts with it, is something which is protected by primarily through patent route. And when we say patent, it means that it is protected for that specific individual or company for a period of 20 years or so. In terms of timeline, copyright gives us the maximum protection, that is of a duration of more than 60 years post the death of the person who actually owns it. And for trademark, it is 15 years, and for patents, it is 20 years. With this, the other thing that is of importance for you to understand that while writing of any research paper and the kind of information that you disclose in it is something at times that could be protected via copyright as well as through patents. Copyright only if it is more of a content or an information rather than any technological substantial over the existing arts. And if at all what you're proposing is something that can give an advancement to any of the existing products, whether it is in terms of its manufacturing, in terms of its functionality, in terms of its interaction, or in terms of timeline for executing any specific task, or any material based advancement that could give it an edge in terms of customer preference or in terms of any specific use, then all such means are protected via patent. And when you do so, it means that other person, whosoever wishes to use it, what you have used in your product or what you have proposed in your patent, they have to take permissions from you. before getting into it. And that is the only reason that people are preferring as of today to have and secure their IPs as much as possible. While securing IPs, it is also important to know how to articulate things in a manner that gives it a broader sense so that everybody, whosoever is into some similar kind of product selling or similar kind of goods, he or she must utilize it in a similar way as what you're proposing. So if the drafter is of such uh, experience who is able to collate things in a manner that is something written in a broad manner and something that cannot be skipped through by any alternate means, it means that you will definitely be having an edge in future with reference to that specific goods or services. And within this entire exercise, when you do, say, for research paper, at the end, we generally write a conclusion part of it. So that conclusion is something, if you can think of, can be incorporated within a product in any manner, then that means that yes, it is eligible for a patent by that means. And for design, as for say, if you come across any theory, be it an example of an Alexa or Google Mini or Google Home or probably Fire Stick or any similar product in line with this, you or Siri or they all have got a similar functionality that you can talk to them, you can ask through them through voice-based commands. And with this, in the background, it analyzes the questions and then give you an answer for it. Those answers could be displayed or could be given in an audio manner, or it could be displayed in an audiovisual interface, or it could be uh, provided in a haptic manner as well. Say, if at all some sort of an alert is there, so you could be given some vibrating sensors uh, through any device that is accompanied with you. It could be in the form of a wearable device or it could be non-wearable as well. So that is what the IP is all about and its importance. Now, when it comes to the requirement for a patent, so to begin with, what you need is to have first a problem statement for which you're proposing that a specific solution. Say, for example, as of today, you are using your mobile phone for, say, communication online, and you feel like that, yes, it could be used for other purposes, say, for example, medical, and within medical, not just, say, counting steps, measuring BP, or keeping a track of heart rate, but also for other steps like uh, capturing informations from your mobile device via audio inputs or via transactions that you do, and a message with reference to that does come to your mobile phone, and keeping a track of what you eat and where you eat, and understanding your consumption, understanding uh, your previous medical track record, that what you should have be eating and what you should not, and suggesting and providing notification at the end stating that whether or not you should consume that specific food or not, or probably alerting somebody within the your home that yes, you're about to consume something which is not meant for you, or just keeping a track of it so that your doctor get to know that yes, this is what you have eaten at different places, and if at all it is good, or if you need any changes in medications because of it, so he could easily propose to it. So all such specific advancements uh, over the existing arts are something that could be patentable. Uh, it should have something unique with reference to uh, when we say unique, it means that in comparison to what all is there in the public domain. That means if you search for it on Google, you should be able, if you're able to find it out, then that means that we cannot claim for something exactly same. We had to alter it. We had to come up with an advanced version of it. Only then we will be able to secure it. And when it comes to obviousness, there is a clause with reference to it that it shouldn't be something that is very common in terms of when somebody else sees to it, listens to it, or read it. He should not be of in a situation wherein he could state that he is very simple, anybody can do it, and people have already done it, or it's just like bringing it from that particular application area over here for this specific purpose. So that is something that all is required with when it comes to a patent. For copyright, what is important is the content, and when it comes to content, it is like any specific way of writing, any known stuff, or any specific sketches, or some sort of information delivery mechanism, or it could be a drawing, or it could be a music, it could be lyrics, it could be any sculptures. Uh, the way information is being delivered, audio, visual, or text, uh, is not having any technical advancement, but yes, it is being, say, copied from one place or the another place and then collated somewhere. So that informational means is something that can be protected by copyright. When it comes to design, so any single product can have multiple variations of it. As on, there could be multiple changes within that product with some slight amendments here and there in terms of its outer edges, in terms of its look and feel, in terms of its coloration, in terms of its where the display panel, if at all, is there, is being placed on, or say some specific cabinets being put onto it. Say uh, we all have used mobile phones of different companies as well, and we see the way it functions. Some of them may have a bit different functionality, but majorly they all function same. But their look and feel is different. But the way overall, even the covers of the mobile phone, they have got something different when it comes to different people selling it. So all the differences that are there are something that is protected via design route and is important so that you could stop others from manufacturing and selling similar stuff. Is is most of the products as of today, if you think of the number of people who will be consuming it or are consuming as of today, is vast and very huge. And just because of any specific thing placed on a specific place could create some sort of significance for the user, then it becomes altogether of much more importance to secure it so that others should have something, you should have something to stop them in order to make sure that you rule the market, or you stop others from copying it. So that's how design comes into picture, and design is of importance. And for the same product, you could have all sort of IPs. You could have multiple IPs, not just one or two, but probably endless. And 10 or 15 could easily be procured for any specific product in terms of design as well as in terms of patents. Now, in integrated circuit, what is important is like the way circuit is designed and the kind of functions it is about to perform. Uh, Only the circuit layout is required into it, and the problem and the purpose for which you have created it. When it comes to geographical indication, it is something that is being given for uh, to a product that is coming from a specific place. Likewise, say Kolhapuri chappal or Darjeeling tea, or it could be uh, basmati rice from Dehradun, or it could be something that is associated with a place altogether, and it gives a specific flavor, sense. People do associate those products with that specific region. In those cases, geographical indications can be protected, and people who have not originated or who have not procured those goods from those specific places are not meant to sell it until unless they do have permissions from those specific people. And that's how the placement or the origination of any product would be protected, and does make sense primarily for farmers or the people of those specific community or origin. Now, when it comes to the other form of products, which is probably, say, books or TV or switches or any electrical appliances, or so the way to differentiate is what the way it looks, how it functions, can it have more variations? So if you have an answer to all of this, then yes, it does mean that you do know how and why it is important to protect any of your creation which has got something unique into it. With all this, there are things like uh, chemicals or planets or stars that cannot be protected by any of an IP means, and those things are being termed under discovery. Here, discovery means anything that was already there, and you somehow get to know that yes, it exists over here in this particular form. So all things that are already there, but for some reason it's not yet discovered, and you somehow identified it for one or the other way. So those things cannot be protected as they were just discovered. But with this, what is there that can be protected within this is uh, the process by which you procured it, you you concluded it that yes, uh, there is something like this that existed here at a specific place and was there since ages, and those processes can be protected if we are using any device with some specific modifications within those devices, and those devices enabled you to know that yes, something like this exists. So those devices can also be protected. So not the specific findings, but yes, the devices can be protected or the processes can be protected. Similarly, anything that relates to agriculture, any specific methodology of playing any specific game, methodology for sowing crops or cutting crops is something that cannot be protected. But the tools and the devices that you are using or you may be about to use are something that can definitely be protected. Uh, Anybody here who is having business at home? Any one of you who is interested on to have a conversation or understood if at all IP is important for them as well or not? Any one of you is having business at home or is thinking of coming up with a new business in future, or probably thinking of coming up with an app for specific functions, or with a specific kind of codes for some XYZ thing? No one? All right, Utkarsh. I think you probably could switch on your mic and could discuss the same over here.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. So I was thinking of online consultancies. I was thinking of like an online consultancy service, which would
Okay.
provide which would provide help towards like the growing industries and the growing artisan business, which do not have much exposure to the market to for them in order to grow. We should provide them with the basic infrastructure of the basic database facility and applications for both the business user and the business owners and the users as well, and through this way they can grow themselves a little faster, quite a bit faster. And I would like to add that I want to achieve this by a little, the companies like Azure and Amazon are providing the same at a higher price, but I would like to help them at a cheaper price rate than the market. This is like the model. This is the kind of a vague model that I have in my mind, but I would really like to polish it in the future, that in order to applicate it in the reality, in the real world.
Okay. So within those specific consultancy, what is of importance is you must be operating via web or some remote place or virtual place, right? And for that, the kind of customization within the looks of the web, or if at all it is functioning on its own, then in the background or at the server and whatsoever the functionalities you will put into uh, in terms of procuring data sets, in terms of synthesizing queries for the data sets, and the way those already, say, procured data sets are being utilized for providing answers to the specific query is something that, if at all, is different by when being compared to existing already known ways of answering people query, then that is something like how you're processing your data. Okay, apart from that is something that could be through patent route, and something the way you are coding it is can be protected through copyright. And
Yes, sir, definitely.
the kind of name that you'll be giving to it is something that can be protected through trademark.
Also.
Anything else that you want to know into it, or is it good enough for you as of now?
Sir, I really wanted to know if, like for the most part, it is, as far as I know, that the networking is required for it is quite a bit lot. So, as like an independent person or like a freelancer to make things that are available or are exposed to the people that are really at the bottom right now, but they want to grow themselves by investing a little. So, how can we do it as an independent person, like an independent business owner, as if we want to do that?
See, it is more like asking how can you be a sole owner of the company that you are creating and not requiring any individual to work with you.
Yes, sir, but like in the later phases we can do that, but in the initial phases it might be quite
See,
challenging.
to start off on your own, the best way to go forward is like uh, procuring data that is important for you, then synthesizing specific programs or codes that could enable the pupil's query to be processed in a manner that it could retrieve answers using those data sets. And once people are having answers as per their expectations, they will start using it more and more. And once you start having enough of customer base out of it, you can definitely have more people employed at your end and get the entire services being streamlined as per your own thoughts or as per the suggestions from different people over time. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Uh, Piyush Bhatt has put a query, how does Indian IPR system is compared to global standards? It is good by all means when it comes to comparing it with different people or different countries, then uh, Indian IPR is much comparatively a bit cheaper in comparison to the cost that is there in US or UK or any other European country. And uh, when it comes to taking a call whether you should protect it or not, the answer is yes, you should definitely protect it. Whether or not you should protect it in India, then of course you should protect it in India. And it should be protected in a country where you will be doing business with. So that those countries' people should be disabled to copy your creations. So that is what is why and it is important. And even if in case say you want to approach to say multiple countries, then securing it into India assures for this that yes, you nobody else in India will be copying it for sure. And if there are people who may copy it from foreign nations, then you need to secure it over there as well. Okay, so it's a country-specific thing, and it is important that you do secure it in all the countries wheresoever you do want to business with reference to that specific area. And when it comes to its costs, for patent, it lies somewhere around, it starts from say 40,000 to 2 lakh per case. And for designs, it is roughly around say 15 to 40,000, you can say. And for trademark, it comes to 20 to 50,000. And when it comes to copyright, that also starts from 20,000 to 50,000 at least. And In terms of challenges while registering it, so there's not much challenge, but yes, if you try to do it on your own, then you may face multiple issues. But if you get some agents involved while doing this exercise, it will become easier and will be in tune with the your work as well. Because while doing it on your own, there are chances that the actual value of it may be decreased for the reason that it's not being drafted as per the requirement. And Mr. Harsh Mandal was about to ask something. Mr. Harsh. Mr. Harsh, I'm trying to see if I could switch on your mic. Uh, Harsh, your mic is enabled. You can now ask if you want to. Harsh Mandal, if you're there, you can ask for something if you want to. I have made your mic unmute. Anybody else who is interested in to ask for anything specific with reference to the future goals or what you may have maybe trying to achieve in the near future? How many of you are interested into getting into business in the near future? Can you just raise your hand as on getting into some sort of a business in future? Okay, only one. All right. So while doing those specific businesses, if you have already thought of the product, that is great. If you're not, then probably if you're into service lines, then you need to make sure that uh, the codes and the name are being secured so that your name is not being copied by anyone else. Your color codings or templates are being freezed so that people don't copy it for their purpose. And uh, overall packaging needs to be protected as well. And while sharing it or while getting the work done, if you want to get it done from someone outside, then you need to make sure that those people shouldn't use it for their own benefit. So for that, you need to get an NDA signed, that is non-disclosure agreement. That means that they shouldn't be utilizing it and using it and telling it to any other person for their benefit. It is just between them and you, and only for them and you, and not anybody else. To make sure that it is not being copied by someone else, or it is not being told to someone else by the parties that you're utilizing for getting your work done. So there's a query from Mr. Chintu Nagar, who states, what skills or knowledge should we develop to use IPR effectively in our careers? Say, even if in case you are not having your own business, so you will be working for someone else who will be having their business, and while working for them, you will be getting encountered with multiple contents which might be shared to different people at different times, and has got a specific significance when it comes to its reading, its interpretation, its um, how users consume that specific data or specific content. So, that means to be protected, you need to tell them that yes, I think there's value into it. You need to protect it so that our competitors shouldn't copy it. Within the name, there could be, might be, there are chances, there are still many companies who haven't trademarked their name as of yet. So if you know it, that yes, if they haven't yet protected it, you could tell them. And uh, it is like just having since you know what IPR is, you need to let the others know that yes, there is value into it. You had created it through your mind, and for this reason, it is meant to be protected. And if at all they are ready to do so, you could assist them further to get it done. Okay. Uh, Anyone else who thinks that yes, who thinks that it is of no importance and we should just ignore it, and doesn't make sense for us or for even companies. You all people are primarily from MCA background or some other? Only MCA people could
It's a
raise
mix.
their.
It's a mix. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, few students are from MCA, also BCA, and few are faculties. Sir.
You are from?
Sir, few are faculties also, and there are certain MCA as well as BCA students, both.
Right. So all in all are from computer science background, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you, some of you might have seen apps like, say, for example, the Flipkart or Amazon or eBay as well, and then there are some other specific purpose apps like uh, blah blah or Zomato or Swiggy, or in medical lines you can say, do you see some differences within those apps, or are they almost the same? Uh, uh, Only those of you who could see the differences can raise their hands. Does it look same to all of you? Yes? If yes, then you can answer. I mean, just raise your hand as such. No worries. Okay. Anyways, there are differences within this, okay, and there are multiple differences if you look at it in terms of uh, the way subheaders are being created, the way card is being shown, or the way monetary transactions are being executed in those apps. And those differences are something that is enabling them to be to have some differentiating factor and be there into the market for a longer perspective. Any specific query by someone who sort of feels like that, yes, there is something more you want to know from this session with reference to IPR?
Sir, there is a query from Sakshi ma'am.
Okay. I can't say it over. Yes.
Sir, I would like to know how much time it will take to publish a design patent.
Generally, it takes 6 to 8 months, but can take longer as well if at all there are certain objections into it. If there are objections, it can go up to 2 years as well. And
Okay.
either it will be accepted or denied, but you can say a time frame of 8 months to 2 years in general. Okay. Anything else by anyone else?
I think, sir, all the queries has been resolved.
Okay.
And in case if anybody asks any question, then sir, we will mail to you.
You can pass on to me, no worries. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thanks everyone. Have a good day ahead. Goodbye and take care.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Navya, over to you, beta. So, dear participants, we are going to share a feedback link in chat box. You need to fill that form. After that, you will get the certificate. So, it's a request to fill that form before leaving. And thank you so much for joining in. Dear students, are you able to see the link in chat box? Kindly fill that feedback link before leaving. That's great. Need certificate only if you will fill that form. So kindly fill that form before leaving. Kindly acknowledge after filling the same. Just type in yes after filling the form in chat box. I'm waiting.